A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another playthrough of Final Girl, because this is apparently what people seem to like on this channel. My book reviews are getting 0 hits. These videos get over 300, so there you go. But doing something a little bit differently, we have our Necronomicon here. This is going to be a completely random game. We are going to be using our enemy dice and our location dice. And we'll see what we're playing, or where we're playing, and who we're playing against. Okay, we are playing the Birds at Camp Happy Trails. That is going to be the Terror from Above pack that came with the Kickstarter at Camp Happy Trails. I'm going to pause the video, get the game set up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are all set up with Terror from Above at Camp Happy Trails. Now you might notice there is no killer board. Instead we have our Dark Power, our Finale, and our Special Bloodlust track. So you can see here, it's very short. So yeah, this really should be quite difficult. I am using Melanie, the Final Girl that came with the Terror from Above set. You can see we have 2 hearts, reduce horror, move 2, move 1, and take a guard reaction card, and then her ultimate. Once per action phase, you may lose a health to deal 2 damage, divided as you choose among enemies in your spaces. The reason this is important is because we are dealing with bird tokens, single bird and 3 bird tokens. Now, the win condition is a little bit different for this setup. If there are no victims on the board, a special victim comes out here, and I'll put them up in that victim pool up there. And we need to save that victim to win. We lose if the Final Girl dies, or if there are 3 birds on every space. Now you can see there are a hell of a lot of birds here. This is because of the random setup, which I will explain in a moment. For items, we have the motorboat keys at the cabins, we have the whistle at the docks, and a map at the utility shed. So, the fire pit, basically we have everyone gathered at the fire pit. There are 6 victims here, a couple of victims that make out point and having a good time, and a few stragglers. So obviously it's at night, we're having fun, maybe it's the end of camp, and then suddenly this swarm of birds has descended, and I'm just looking to save one person, although hopefully I can save the others. The special victim will also come out if I flip to my ultimate ability. You'll see how the birds work as I play. They have special spawn rules, which I will discuss as I go. But first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle our event deck. And I will shuffle our Terror deck, which is made up of Camp Happy Trails cards and Terror from Above cards. Of course, Terror from Above is just a riff on Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I've played this once before, got absolutely massacred. So let's see if Melanie can fight off this swarm of birds. Let's see our event. Secret Tunnel. What's it say? The tunnel was the best kept secret of Randy Teens. Now it might save my life. Choose 2 of the following. Place a secret tunnel there. You may move between spaces. Oh, okay, that's cool. Alright. So, secret tunnel. Let's have one at the docks here, and it can go under the lake to the cabin. So that way the teens, you know, they were staying in the cabins and then they snuck down to the docks underneath the lake through the secret tunnel. I think that's kind of thematic. Okay, so we need to get to the fire pit, and we need to get rid of some birds as well. Okay, let's start by playing a walk card. 2 successes. Move 2 spaces at the cost of a time. I'm going to move 1, 2. Okay. Let's move our other. Let's use our other walk. And I've just killed everyone at the fire pit with the dice. 3, 4, 5, and 6. You were there. Okay, 1 success. Move 1 space at the cost of a time. I'm going to move back to here, and I'm going to save this victim. Let's see, take a guard, move 1 space. I'm going to lower the horror for now. And I'm going to play my weak attack card. One success. You know what? I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards to turn that into a success, doing 1 damage. Killing the bird here. I'll just put these on the moon because they're attacking at night, I guess. And that leaves me with a focus. You know what? I'm not going to play that. I'm going to stay there, cut my losses. So I have 4 to spend. I'm going to obviously buy a sprint. And 1, 2. I'm going to buy a search card. Okay. So these all 0 cost cards. Now we are into the terror phase. So the first thing is if there are birds in any spaces, they're going to attack. And then we have to spawn, if we get a movement on that symbol. So to spawn, we roll 2 dice. 1 is going to be the number of birds. The other dice is going to be where they spawn. So how many birds are spawning? 2. That was a 2. And they are going to be spawning on my space. Okay. Alright. So we get 1 and 2 on my space. And now we get a terror card. Birds are attacking. Damage in your space and all spaces where birds outnumber victims. Okay, I'm going to take 2 damage. If no attacks occurred, well, an attack did occur. Okay. Not good. Let's sprint. Move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Okay. And let's focus. Oh, cost of time. 1 success. Horror goes down by 1. Cost of a time. I'm going to keep my search card. 4 to spend. Let's get another sprint for 2. And another search card for 2. Sprint goes back. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Get all of our time back. Okay. Birds aren't in any spaces with victims or with me, so we have to spawn. We are going to get 5 birds on my space again. Fantastic. Okay, 3, 4, 5. And we do our tarot card. Okay, if there are no victims on the board, discard there are. All victims in your space must panic twice. Okay. Lucky I didn't go to the fire pit. That would have been messy. So he is going to run to here. 6 and then 3. So he just ran. He ran here and then he went up. There's birds. I'm coming back to where the final girl is. Okay, victim, final girl, attack. Okay, now bird attacks. Birds attack one target in their space. They always prioritize victims over the final girl. So these 5 birds just swarm this guy. He should have taken his chances with the one bird. Putting our bloodlust up, which gets us another event. Clingy campers. Secret Manitata. There's no penalty for the first victim you saved during the action phase. For each additional victim saved, lose a health. Okay. And now it says victim. This is going to move towards victim. Now the birds don't move. This, we just spawn more birds. So where are the birds going to spawn now? How many? 1 bird on my space again. There are 6 birds there now, so I can actually take those off and flip that over so we have 3 and 3. Okay. I'm going to focus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 1 success. I lose a time. Terror goes down, so I can now roll 3 dice. So let's sprint. One, 2, 3 successes. For time, I can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 to here. And I'm only going to save 1 of these victims because I get a penalty if I don't. And I'm going to use that to take a guard card for free. Okay. Let's do a walk action. 3 successes. 1, 2 to the cabin. Let's do a search action. 3 successes. So for search. So for 1 time, I take the top 2 cards of the deck. Take 1, put 1 on the back. We have the motorboat. Bordering the water. Victims may come with you. Okay, hold on. Place a motorboat token closest space to you bordering the water. Spend 2 time to... Oh, that's not bad. Energy drink. Discard during the action phase and choose one of the following. 3 time. Yeah, okay. And do I place it? Place the other... Face up or underneath? Face down. I'm going to leave the motorboat keys there. I'm going to take the energy drink and I'm going to drink the energy drink. Which I'll just discard there to get 3 time. And I'm going to weak attack. 1 success. I'm going to ditch these 2 to turn that into a success, doing 1 damage, killing the bird at the cabins. And that is where I'm going to end my turn. I have 5 to spend. So let's get 4 for a retaliate and 1 for a close call. Okay, I get back 1 focus card. So we used short rest, walk, weak attack, search, walk, sprint, walk. All right. Okay, minion is going to attack, killing the guy here, putting our bloodlust up, which means horror goes back by 1. No one else gets attacked. And now we do a terror card. Place 1 new victim in the cabins. Found someone hiding under the bed, away from the birds, and then horror goes up by 2, putting him at 4. Alright. Oh, and I forgot to spawn birds. So let's... How many? 1 at the nearest orange. Let me just get one of these. So the nearest orange is the docks. There's only 2 away. Oh, nearest orange from me. So hold on, it's there. Place 1. Okay, nothing changes the state of the game. It's still our turn. Let's search. We only have 2 dice again. Okay, we lose 1 time, but we can take the motorboat keys. And we will place the motorboat token. The closest space to you bordering the water. Well, that's my space at the cabins. And let's focus. We lose 2 time. That is going to be the end of our turn. So we have 3. Let's grab a sprint for 2. Another close call for 1. Okay, we get back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a full hand size now. Focus, search. Goes back. Okay. This guy is going to be killed by the bird in our space. Putting our bloodlust up, which means we get dark power. I will actually shuffle these. And we'll see what we get for the dark power for the birds. Birdnader. During upkeep, if there are 10 or more total birds in your space and adjacent spaces, lose 3 health. Okay. Spawn 4 birds in any single space. Any single space, 4 birds. Let's put them over the lake. Whoops. There we go. Okay, other rules. Okay, alright. And our tarot card. Jesus. Horror goes up by 2. Feels hopeless. If there is at least one special victim in play, there is not. Okay. Back to us. Focus, see if we can get the horror down. I'm going to ditch short rest and guard. Take that down for the cost of 1. I realised I could have used my guard card when the victim was getting killed, but I didn't. My mistake. Let's sprint. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. The cost of 2 time, I'm going to take the motorboat over to the dock. Just here. I'm going to weak attack. I'm going to lose a health to deal a damage to kill that bird. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not going to spend the 2 time. I'm going to leave the motorboat here. I'm just going to use the secret tunnel. No. You know what? I made the choice. That was my mistake again. Okay. Well. Let's... So I didn't actually play the sprint card. So let's play the sprint card now. I'm going to spend 2 walk to move 2 spaces. I'm going in the fire pit, and that's where I'm going to leave it. Okay, no birds in any victim's spaces. So we have to spawn. We're going to spawn 2 birds at number 5. 2 birds in the nearest victim's space. Nearest victims to me. Well. Okay. So that is that. And now we do our tarot card. If there are no victims on the board, discard. All victims move 1 space towards the closest enemy. They are in a space with the closest enemy. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So these 2 people have run from Makeout Point. And they're like, oh, and this bird has come down and pecked one of their eyes out. Pushing Bloodlust up. It's a horror. Okay, and these 2 birds have gone after one of these victims. When resolving the attack icon, the attack takes place in the space of the final goal as long as there is at least 1 bird, and in every space, birds attack 1 target, dealing damage equal to the number of birds. And they will always prioritize victims over the final goal. This pushes this up. If the finale is in play, lose 1 health. Otherwise, discard a terror card. And then it goes back down. Now, I'm pretty sure we don't raise the horror by 1, but I figured if it's going in that space anyway, I'm going to do it. So the horror is going to move up to 6. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. Okay, that was pretty nasty. Not going to lie, we are not looking good. Actually, before those birds attack that guy, I'm going to try and retaliate. Wait, I don't think I... Can I use... birds... Those are the rules. Final girl can use your action cards to prevent damage to anyone in her space. Okay. I'm going to use Retaliate. 1. Reduce damage from attack by 2 and deal 1 damage. So I save that victim. Yeah, that bird goes away. Okay. I forgot the buying step. So I'm going to buy a sprint and a search. And retaliate is going to go. Walk, sprint, short rest, guard, and focus. Okay, so basically what happened was I did my buying step after the birds attacked. But it didn't change anything. Everything is still the same. And we are back to my turn. Let's sprint. For a no, lose 1 health. Alright. I'm going to lose 1 health. Lose 2 time, end my turn. So I have 4 time to spend. 6, 7, 8, 9. I can buy 1 card. Let's get Furious Strike. See if that's going to do us any good. Okay, so that was my buying step. Okay. Birds attack. Okay. Dead. Goes up. What was that? Lose a terror. This guy is dead. Goes up. Lose another terror. Goes down. This is just going to be a repeat cycle, so I'm not going to kind of keep doing that. And then we spawn 4 birds distributed in any spaces. Okay, so let's put 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. And another one at the cabins. Terror card. They're trying to get in. Horror goes up by 1. Bloodlust goes up. This takes away the last terror card, which brings out the finale. Endless Swarm. When moving into a space, you lose health if there are 3 birds in that space. Okay. So spawning birds, normal, roll 1 die and place that many birds on the nearest thing. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. Play focus. Lose 2 time. Focus. Close call to reroll. Close call to reroll. Search and walk. Okay, let's walk. 2 dice. And now leaving 1 person at the fire pit. And then I'm going to short rest. I get back 2 health. Nice. I'm going to save these 2. Okay, 3 to spend. Let's buy sprint and waste 1. So we spend our 3, goes back up to 5. Okay, they don't attack now, they're just going to swarm. You can see the minion symbol has changed. So we're going to get 6 on my space. Okay. Three, 6 on my space. Don't get the terror deck. Okay. So we just keep going. Let's sprint. You know what? Let's do a Furious Strike. No. Let's get out of here. Let's sprint. Move 3 spaces for 1 time. 1. I'll save this person. Move 1 space. 2, 3 into the utility shed. I'm going to do a weak attack. So I lose a health. I kill that bird in the utility shed. Okay, and I keep my Furious Strike. 2 to get a search card. 2 to get a sprint. 1 to get a close call. 2, 3, 4, get those back. Get rid of my weak attack. Sprint goes back. The birds start to swarm. We get 1 bird distributed in any space. Put you there. It's interesting that they aren't attacking anymore. There's also not enough. Okay, let's focus. Okay, that is 2 time. Horror goes down by 1. Let's focus. Let's ditch our short rest and a walk. So we lose a time. Horror goes down by 1. Let's search. Let's play close call. Damn it. Okay, so lose a time. Get the map. Discard during the action phase, and then for each deck item card, do one of the following. Top card is face down, reveal it. Top card is face up. Remove from the game, reveal the next card. Okay, well, I'm going to discard that now. We have Lucky Rabbit's Foot here. I'm going to get rid of the whistle. Lucky Dice. And a first aid kit. No weapons to help fight these birds. That's really disappointing. Let's sprint back down to try and save this person. Gonna lose a health. Lose 2 time. I'm gonna end my turn stuck in the freaking utility shed. 4 to spend. Sprint. 2. Search. No, I don't want to search. I want to guard. 2. Spawn. 2 birds at the nearest exit point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, I just realised I made a huge mistake. So there can only be 3 birds on a space. So that would be a 3-bird space. You spread them out on adjacent spaces. So that would be a 3-bird space. That bird would go there, making that a 3-bird space. Kind of like Pandemic. That's... Okay, so that would be a 3-bird space from that to that. That would also be a 3-bird space. That is a 1-bird. There's 3 birds there. Would make that a 3-bird space. And that would be a 3-bird space as well. Okay, so that was my bad, but that's alright. All thematic enough. That kind of spread out. So basically we've got these 2 spaces here. I think that should be a 3-bird space as well. So that would put 2 birds with me. Okay, we're almost at end game. Focus. Well, we're going to do this. Let's go out with a bang. Furious strike the 2 birds that just appeared. Okay, kill 1. Horror goes down, and we end our turn. Spawning new birds. 4 birds spawn closest space, which will turn that into a 3-bird space. Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of the game. I royally messed up the spawning of the birds. It's really difficult to kind of keep track of. Which means I should have basically died coming through here because of the bird NATO power, but you know what, it was still fun and thematic, and my token didn't have any extra health. I don't think I've gotten through a game of this without screwing up a rule majorly at least once, but at least you get an idea of how the bird pack works. So that was Terror from Above with messed up rules. Camp Happy Trails. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me how much I screwed up. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on playgroundsmedia.com and check out our stuff in the Amazon Kindle store. Everybody please stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.